for another trail ride. This time heading over to a trail that's brand new, just been built in the area, and I really wanted to check it out. Everybody's been saying it's pretty good, and so we're gonna see what it looks like. Taking Luke today, so should go really well. He's my best trail horse. Off we go. This area here is really out here. It's dead end where this goes to. I know a lady that used to own a property up here. Really beautiful places. This place here was up for sale not too long. So somebody bought that property and turned it into a real nice horse property. Put up some nice fencing. Well, Luke's calling out. He's got them running. I can hear him kicking in the back. Oh, geez. That's a couple of good-looking horses. Anyway, so we're going to head to the end of this road. And really quiet, really beautiful little area. Nice houses. I mean, look at this place right here. You know, just really nice area here. So we'll park up the way near the trailhead, the new trailhead, and we'll see how this goes. So, see you there. Wow. Well, I would have put the camera on a little earlier, but Mr. Busy Pants here. We essentially, here, turn around for a second. We trotted that pretty much this whole road to get here. Now he's calm. I don't know. Let's take it easy. It's good work. He hasn't been out in a little bit. Beautiful area. Like I said, on the way here. Absolutely beautiful area. Really like this area. But we didn't purchase here because the place was on well water. So we made it to the trailhead, as I understand it. Seen it in pictures. Up we go. Whoa, slow down, buddy. Yeah, Luke's my energy horse. He goes pretty good. Usually likes trails. He's... Oh, come over this way. Oh, it's a little narrow here. Logs everywhere. I mean, this trail is pretty cool. I don't know if you can hear it, but here, look. Whoa. Stop. Thanks, buddy. All right. I don't know if you can see this, but he's pretty alert. I mean, it's something to pay attention to. Hey, buddy. Oh, hang on, I didn't say go. Well, we're going to continue on up this way a little ways. I think I'll put the camera away so I can concentrate on what he's doing. He's looking at logs sideways every which way we go. Having him stand here for a second, maybe back up. Yeah. So I've got his feet. We're good. He's a little excited, but it should be a good ride. So when I get the camera back out, it means we're in a good place. So we're off. Ready, buddy? Let's go. This new trail is amazing. I think we made it to the top of the hill. Luke almost gave up on me one time because it's really steep. There's, you know, unless you've got some practice going uphill for an extended period of time, really. I mean, maybe it's not a lot, but you know, the average horse that just goes in the arena or does flat work, trails and stuff, excellent exercise for their back and their hind end, because they do have to do a lot of pushing. When we go back down, we're going to get, whoop, let's get a little skinny here. We're going to get a lot of front end work, and the back end has to hold them up as well again, so they have to use a lot of stomach as well, which only makes the back stronger. But we're at probably pretty close to the top, I believe. Very well done. Just in the middle of the forest here. There's somebody chainsawing down there somewhere. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But you know, our trails look a lot like this everywhere. Ferns and moss. A lot of green. The trail's been cleared nicely of larger rocks, sort of pointy rocks and stuff, or bigger logs. All the trees that were across this thing have been cut, and so, you know, easy to ride. Now we're on some flat stuff, so it gives Luke a little bit of a break. I'm sure his muscles are just burning coming up that hill. Wish I could have got it on camera, but it was our first time. I wanted to be safe rather than sorry. Oh man, I don't know if you can see this, but we're up here. Yeah. Like I said, Zeus is, or not Zeus isn't with us today right now, but Luke is definitely my best trail horse. This guy is a monster. And yet he's the sweetest guy around. Okay, continuing on. Oh, slow down, buddy. Okay, like every this trail expert would tell you, whenever you're traveling, make sure to look behind you once in a while, see where you're going, or where you've come from, I mean. In this case, we did come to a fork in our pathway. We've, oh, slow down. We've continued to the left. So one of the things to consider when you're coming back and you got a fork, you got to go to the right. We're on our way back. It's going to be a little bit shorter of a trail ride today for this guy, but he's pretty sweaty already for our big climb. Oh, here we go. So here we see we've got two choices. There's that way or that way. And I know that I need to go that way because we stayed to the left when we came this way. So I'm going to ask Luke to come this way real lightly. He knows that this is home. Like all horses, they love going home. So I'll try to keep them calm. A lot of this is downhill. If you can not have your horse trot downhill or rush downhill, it's better. You never know when they're going to trip, and they've already got their weight forward, which doesn't help. So we just take our time going back. It's a little bit of a climb and then a lot down. Wonderful trip, really nicely. I can't even imagine how much work this was to do whenever we clear our trails or our land for open areas while leaving trees. I mean, it's just a lot of work. So, but so far so good. This is doing great. So we'll continue on and finish up our trail ride. Again, beautiful day. Nice day to be out in the woods. Came across a rider already, so, you know, there's other people out here enjoying these trails and fresh air. It's really nice. It's good. Okay, I'm back. One more little clip talking about riding downhill. To put it in the simplest terms, riding downhill is actually very hard. You have to keep a lot of balance. You have to be able to keep backwards but not too far back on their butt. And they'll get a little bit of momentum, so you have to pull their nose in to get them to slow down, ask them to slow down. But you have to give them their head so they can have as much balance as they can get. So I'm constantly sort of correcting the momentum that he's picking up as he goes downhill, while at the same time making sure he has his head to... See, we get a little momentum here, and slow him down. Say slow down. Is that right? When that happens, if they lose their feet, if they slip or something like that, and they've got to get another foot forward or catch their balance, they'll use their head to do that. So if they don't have their head, if you don't give them their head, then they can't do that. But if you give them too much of their head, sometimes they'll just go at a pace that they find comfortable, which means maybe picking up the pace because that's what they do, and they get a little bit of momentum going. It's no different than we do. We go down a hill, sometimes we just run, especially kids, right? So and so with that, you're trying to really hold your balance while trying. So it's pretty exhausting. It's pretty tiring going down. Up is a lot easier on the person, but harder on the horse, I think, than down. I think it's hard both ways for the horse because they've really got to slow everything down and keep their balance. Whereas going up is just a matter of lots of push. Push, push, push. So here we go. Whoa. Oh, Luke, slow down. There. So that's probably a decent example of what happens when going downhill. Whew. And just trying to slow him up enough to, you know, not tumble head over heels if he loses his feet or something, because it happens. Not a lot though. Horses are pretty agile. Luke's super agile, so I don't worry about him too much. But it's tiring. Using your weight in very specific ways. Use your thighs. If you're riding properly, if you ride just on your butt, then you just end up hurting your butt and your tailbone and your spine. You got to be a bit spongy, a bit springy to do the downhill, and move with their hips and stuff. It's just easier on your body. Anyhow, Mr. Quick Pants here. We're going home. He needs a bath. So, anyways, thanks for watching this quick trail ride. Hopefully, it's been a little bit of informative, well, maybe even amusing or entertaining, watching us stumble along this beautiful brand new trail. It's amazing. If your horse doesn't like logs, it's a great place to go. Look at all those things. Cut logs. Horses freak out about those things all the time. It's weird. Anyhow, heading home.